Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to look at the slope between with 2 points, or the line defined by 2 points. So we're going to have the point -3, -1, and also we're going to have the point -2, 4. Now what we have here is the slope is defined as y2 minus y1, or the change in y, and it doesn't matter which is going to be your first point and which is going to be your second point as long as you're consistent. And you'll see what I mean in a second. And x2 minus x1 on the bottom. Now I'm going to make 4 my y2. Okay, so all of these are in the form of x comma y. So my first coordinate here is an x coordinate. My second coordinate here is a y coordinate. My first coordinate here is an x coordinate. My second coordinate here is a y coordinate. I am going to make my 4 my y2, and I'm going to do minus, my only other y coordinate is a -1, so it's going to be minus a -1 on over here. Now, -2 has to be my x2, because 4 is my y2, right? So my 2's have to stay together. 4 is y2, -2 has to be my x2. So I'm going to do minus x1. Well, I only have one choice for my x coordinate, which is going to be -3. So minus a -3. And two negatives make a positive, so this is going to be 4 plus 1. And this is going to be a negative and a negative is a positive, so it's -2 plus 3. And 4 plus 1 is 5. And if I have a 3 and a -2, 3 minus 2 is 1. So this tells me that for every 1 unit change in x, we have 5 units change in y. So let's demonstrate what that means. So let's plot the point -2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm actually going to go up 5 more also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you'll see why. Okay, so the first point is going to go is -2 on the x coordinate, so I'm going to go -1, -2, and I'm going to go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's this point over here, and this is the point -2, 4. Now what I'm going to do is, in order to get to another point, I can go 1 point to the right and 5 points up. Change in x is 1, change in y is 5. So I'm going to go 1 point to the positive and go 5 points up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is this point over here. And this is the point given by -1, because we're going, it's this point, this over here is -1. And then up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is the point -1, 9. And there's a straight line going through both of these, or the best that I can draw it, that looks like so. So if we wanted to find the equation for the line, of course, we can use the point-slope form and say y minus y2, which is 4, is equal to my slope, which is 5, or 5 over 1, times x2. Now in this case, my x2 is -3. I'm sorry, it's going to be x minus x2, which is -3. Sorry about that. So y minus 4 is equal to 5 times a negative, and a negative is a positive, so it's x plus 3. And this is called the point-slope form. If I want to find the slope-intercept form, I essentially solve for y and simplify. So I'm going to have y minus 4 is equal to 5x plus 15. 5 times x is 5x, 5 times 3 is 15. And adding 4 to both sides, I have y is equal to 5x plus 15 and 4 is 19. So this is the slope-intercept, and my slope is 5, my y-intercept, or when x is 0, is 19. Okay? And that's the equation for this line over here. This is point-slope form. This is slope-intercept form. Alright? Now, the slope is positive. That means it rises as we go to the right and falls down as we go to the left. Now, I got asked another question that I'll do that on here. It's not related to slope, but it's always a good review. It can come up sometimes. Suppose we have 1 over the square root of 19. How do we rationalize the denominator here? So I know it's a little off topic, but it doesn't hurt to have it here instead of making a whole another video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply by the square root of 19 divided by the square root of 19. Now I can do that because the 19s cancel out if I do this and they don't change the number. They just change the way we write it. Now 1 times the square root of 19 is the square root of 19. And the square root of 19 times the square root of 19 is equal to the square root of 19 squared, which is equal to the square root of 19 divided by 19. The square root and the square essentially cancel each other out. Okay? And that's my answer for that. Now, I hope that answered everyone's questions. If not, please let me know. I'm happy to address whatever questions people might have. And I hope you have a wonderful day.